Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
Welcome to University Synagogue. I think I won the contest. Thank you for all sitting on the rabbi. No, okay. So excited to have you all here to join us in our Shabbat morning worship. This morning, of course, we're going to be led in worship by that young lady sitting right up there. You all know her. Today is really, for all of a symbol of the place she has reached in her life, where she can begin to take on some of the responsibilities that go along with being an adult member of the Jewish community. And one of those is leading us in worship. But in order to do so, she needs your help and participation. So I hope you're ready to do that. Absolutely. So what you need is our prayer book, which is in the seat in front of you. And if you haven't used our prayer book before, you'll see inside the Hebrew, of course, and transliteration. If your Hebrew is a little rusty, you can read along in the transliteration. There are some interpretive readings that go along with each of the prayers, and we'll be using a little bit of all of that. But there's plenty of opportunity for you to add your voices to our worship this morning. Your voices add to the beauty and sanctity of our worship, so we hope when you have the opportunity to do so, you will join with us. Just one last thing I'll ask before we begin. If you have a cell phone, and of course you all have cell phones, right? I don't even know why I say if you have a cell phone, but if you could just make sure that it is silent, turned off, so that it won't ring in the middle of our service, that would be greatly appreciated.
We're going to begin with Hine Ma Tov, how good and how pleasant it is for us to be together on this Shabbat morning. You can join us on page 10. And anytime we're singing, I invite you to join your voices with mine in prayer and in praise.
Hine ma tov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. 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 How good it is, how good it is, how sweet it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. How good it is, how good it is, how sweet it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. Hine ma tov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. 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 Hine ma tov, ya la 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 la. Hine ma tov, ya la 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 la. Hine ma tov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Shevet achim gam yachad. If you'll turn in your prayer books to page 170. Don't turn it.
May my life be one link in a chain of goodness. As I say the prayers of my ancestors, help me to recall their devotion and faithfulness, their joy and suffering, which are in every word. Holiness is my heritage. May I be worthy of it. May our tradition live in me and pass from me to the generations I shall never know, enriched by the truth that I have found and the good deeds I have done. So may I fulfill my task on earth and receive my blessing. And when the service ends and the prayers have ceased, help me to bring their spirit into the world in which I live. May I love God above all and my neighbor as myself and be a loving witness to the truth that never changes. As I wrap myself in this talit, I fulfill the mitzvah of my Creator. Bless Adonai, O my soul, Adonai my God, how great you are. You are robed in glory and majesty, wrapping yourself in a light as a garment, spreading forth the heavens like a curtain. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tivanu, lehit atef b'tzitzit.
Amen.
Shabbat Shalom.
Turn toward me.
Olive, my beautiful girl, your papa and I want to start by telling you how proud we are of you and all the hard work you have put towards learning your prayers and preparing for this day. From the moment the doctor put you in my arms, actually, from the moment I found out that I was pregnant, I love you. I loved you, and I will always love you. Here are some things that I want to share with you about your journey and the many things that make you so incredible. My love, most people in this world take a while to find out what they think and how they want to express it. But that's never been you. You've always been opinionated. You've always had a clear voice, and a clear point of view. I take deep pride that you say what you think and feel, that you say what you want and need. Keep this strength with you as you navigate through life. You are your own young woman. There's something very cool that you embody, which is powerful femininity and a fierce strength, and I want to champion and support you in having both. I love that you embrace all things girly and all things powerful. Now, to walk in this world as a powerful woman, you need support. You need a community. And I want you to look out right now. Just take a moment and look out. This is your support. This is your community. Just pause for a moment and check out the amazing gathering of people that have come for you. Your family, your aunts and uncles, your cousins, your grandparents, your dear friends, school friends, dance friends, Hebrew school friends, and your wonderful Cantor Shapiro, Susan, and Rabbi Lutz. We will always be standing by you and behind you. The next thing I want you to know is actually something you've already claimed formally for yourself today, and that is your identity as a bat mitzvah, a daughter of the commandments, a woman with a Jewish heritage and a Jewish identity. You know the path that your father and I took in our own spiritual journeys. This is yours, and you've already stepped into it with such grace. But I want you to know there's so much more for you here in this world of spirits and deep tradition. You have a whole spiritual journey ahead of you. You get to explore and discover what deeply enriches you, what lights you up, and what connects you to your unique definition of God. I love you.
Olive, I'm so proud of you. You have embraced your Hebrew studies as you do everything else you enjoy. You will do beautifully today. From the moment you were born, you have been such a beautiful gift to your mother and me. Now, as you enter adulthood, but still our little baby, you have proven to us and to all around you how wise and thoughtful you are. You are empathetic, kind, and compassionate. Your sharp memory and confidence in yourself has allowed you to never second-guess important decisions. Your optimism and cheerfulness brightens every room you walk into. I'm so proud to be your father. The past few years, in addition to your immaculate grades in school, bat mitzvah studies, and overall challenges of becoming an adult, you recognize the importance of being responsible for your actions and understanding that as an adult, you have certain obligations to your community as well as your family and friends. I'm so proud to be your father. My wish for you on your bat mitzvah is to always remain a kid at heart while enriching your life in meaningful and impactful ways. And don't ever lose the gift of optimism you have and living in the moment. Love you.
Continue with the Baruch Hu on page 195. I ask that you please rise.
Lai, 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 lai,
Page 196. Please be seated.
The world is sunlight, restoring the soul, rejoicing the heart, bringing light to the eyes, more welcome than gold. A Torah from heaven. I have no light to give the morning. My Torah, my special human gift, is words. As I bring my words forth from silence, welcome them. You who redeemed the sun from darkness. Baruch atah Adonai, Yozer HaMeorot.
Page 198.
Ahava Rabba Ahavtanu Adonai Eloheinu Chemra Gedola V'Torah Chamat Aleinu אהבה רבה אהבתנו אדוני אלוהינו חמלה גדולה ותראו חמלת
On page 200, we turn to the Shema. I ask that you please rise.
שמע ישראל אדוני אלוהינו אדוני אחד 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 ברוך שם כבוד מלכותו לעולם ועד.
Please be seated.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלתך בדרך ושוכבך וקומך וקשרתם להיות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי והייתם קדושים אלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם אלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
Page 203.
Sing the song of men and women, join in understanding and respect. Sing the song of God's miracles, an earth protected and cherished, a gift for our children and the generations to come. The song of a land once ravished by war, now quiet and content. Her soldiers home, to leave no more. The song of a world redeemed, the song of peace.
On page 204, we turn to our song of freedom, Micha Mocha. Mocha Elim Adonai
מי כמוך נהדר בקודש נורא תהילות אוסף אלה נורא תהילות אוסף אלה אוסף אלה שירה חדשה שיבחו גאולים לשמך שפת הים יחד כולם הודו והמליכו ואמרו אדוני ימלא כמוך באלי אדוני מי כמוך נהדר בקודש נורא תהילות אוסף אלה נורא תהילות אוסף צור ישראל קומה בעזרת ישראל ובדרך יומך יהודה וישראל גואלנו אדוני צבאות שמו קדוש ישראל ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל.
On page 205, we rise for the tefillah.
Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi yagid tehilatecha.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu ve'imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak ve'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel ve'Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora El Elyon Gomer Chasadim Tovim ve'Konei Hakol V'zocher chasdei avot ve'imaot umevi geula livnei v'neichem lema'an shemo be'ahava melech ozer u'mashiach u'magen Baruch atah Adonai magen Avraham ve'ezrat Sarah atah gibor le'olam Adonai mechayei hakol atah rav lehoshia Mashiv haruach umorid hagashem mechakel chaim bechesed mechayei hakol berachamim rabim somech noflim verofeh cholim umatir asurim umechayem emunato lishenei afar michamocha ba'al gevurot Umidomelach Melech memit Umechaye Umatzmiya Yeshua V'ne'eman Ata L'chachayot Hakol Baruch Ata Adonai Mechaye
Continue with the Kedusha on page 208.
נקדיש את שמך בעולם כשם שמקדישים אותו בשמי מרום ככתוב על יד נביאך וקרא זה זה ואמר קדוש 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 אדוני צבאות מלוך על הארץ כבודו אדיר אדירנו אדוני אדוננו מה אדיר שמך בכל הארץ
Please be seated. And we'll continue on page 211, where we'll give thanks for the great gift of this moment of Shabbat by joining together in Yismachu.
ישמחו במלאכותיך, שומרי 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 שבת וקורא עונג שבת. ישמחו במלאכותיך, שומרי 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 שבת וקורא עונג שבת. מקדשי מקדשי שבי שבת, כולם ישבעו ויתענגו מטובך שבת. ישמחו במלאכותיך, שומרי 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 שבת וקורא עונג שבת. ישמחו במלאכותיך, שומרי 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 שבת וקורא עונג שבת. וחשבי רצית בו וקידשת שבת, חמדת ימים אותו קראת שבת. ישמחו במלאכותיך, שומרי 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 שבת וקורא עונג שבת. ישמחו במלאכותיך, שומרי 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 שבת וקורא עונג שבת. זכר למעשה וראשית שבת, זכר למעשה וראשית שבת. ישמחו במלאכותיך, שומרי 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 שבת וקורא עונג שבת. ישמחו במלאכותיך, שומרי 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 שבת וקורא עונג שבת.
On this Shabbat day, as you graciously receive our prayers, help us to hear your call. Grant us enough health to fulfill our duties and the compassion we need to attend to others. Teach us humanity that we may perceive our own faults, and grant us the wisdom to be forgiving of others. Give us the courage to be true to our highest selves and the charity to see best in those around us. Give us patience enough to not become discouraged, hope enough to overcome all fears for the future, and faith enough to know your presence. O source of blessing, look with favor upon us. May your offerings be acceptable to you. We praise you, Adonai, whom alone we serve in reverence. Baruch atah Adonai, she'otcha levacha v'yirah
Na'avod. Page 214.
So as Hajir and Ida lead us in the prayers on page 214, they're going to read in English. We're going to ask you to respond to them with those three Hebrew words that come after each paragraph. Modim anachnu lach, which means we give thanks to you, God. What a great time for us to be together and giving thanks together.
For the expanding grandeur of creation, worlds known and unknown, galaxies beyond galaxies, filling us with awe and challenging our imaginations.
Modim anachnu lach.
For this fragile planet Earth, its time and tides, its sunsets and seasons.
Modim anachnu lach.
For the joy of human life, its wonders and surprises, its hopes and achievements.
Modim anachnu lach.
For human community, our common past and future hope, our oneness transcending all separation, our capacity to work for peace and justice in the midst of hostility and oppression.
Modim anachnu lach.
For high hopes and noble causes, for faith without fanaticism, for understanding of views not shared.
Modim anachnu lach.
for all who have labored and suffered in fairer world, and who have lived so that others might live in dignity and freedom.
Modim anachnu lach.
For human liberties and scared rights, for opportunities to change and grow, to affirm and choose.
Modim anachnu lach.
We pray that we may live not by our fears, but by our hopes, not by our words, but by our deeds.
Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha, ulcha na'el lehodot. Shabbat offers us the opportunity not only to join together in the words of our Siddur, but to take a moment for the prayers of our own hearts. So I invite you to take a moment now for silent meditation.
Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom. Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom. Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom. Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael.
We turn now to the service for the reading of the Torah. We are in the midst of the book of Genesis, Bereshit, which of course begins with the story of the creation of the world and then continues with the story of the creation of the Jewish people. In recent weeks, we've read the story of Abraham and Sarah, and of Isaac and Rebekah. And we are now in the midst of telling the story of Jacob, Rebekah and Leah. But actually, in the midst of telling the story of Jacob and Rebekah and Leah, we tell the story of that favorite son, Joseph, whose story we begin to tell this morning. The story of Joseph and his amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, for those of you who have seen the musical. And so now as we'll hear the first verses of that part of our Torah, we want to invite first to join us on the bima to open the ark for us, Gina and Sid Danesh. We're going to ask you to please turn to page 249 in your prayer books and to please rise as we approach the ark. Grandparents.
על שלושה דברים, על שלושה דברים, על שלושה דברים העולם עומד. על שלושה דברים, על שלושה דברים, על שלושה דברים העולם עומד. על
of, there's a song we sing sometimes that has the words Torah Ora in it. Torah, the light of Torah. We actually today are at the darkest time of the year. And we are right about to begin our Festival of Lights, the Festival of Lights. And as we do so, couldn't help but think about those words, Torah Ora. Torah is a light. Torah is what we turn to at times of darkness to bring light into our lives, to bring enlightenment, understanding about who we are and the world around us. This today, Olive, becomes yours to carry, not this one in particular, but Torah in its largest sense, to carry with you through your life, to continue to learn from it, to continue to teach from it, as you will for the first time here this morning. Teach all of us your understanding of this parashah that you will read for us. You have the opportunity to do that because of all of these people standing here who have passed Torah one to the other so that you could be here at this moment to receive the Torah from them. And so that is exactly how we're going to pass the Torah to you today. From the generation of your grandparents, and to your parents who have the great honor and blessing of passing the Torah to you.
Le'amo Yisrael b'kedushato.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo. Gadelul Adonai iti, uneromemai shemo yachtav. Lecha Adonai hagedula, v'hagevura, v'hatisheret, v'hanetzach v'hahod. Ki chol v'shamayim uva'aretz, ki chol v'shamayim uva'aretz. Lecha Adonai amam lecha, ve'amit naseh lechol lerosh. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehar kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehar kodsho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehar kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehar kodsho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehar kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu
Please be seated.
Wait for Rabbi to introduce you. Okay, you're doing great.
Wait 1 sec till everybody's paying attention.
Where's the yod? Where's the yod?
The story of Joseph in the book of Genesis goes as follows. The story of Joseph in the book of Genesis goes as follows. Jacob has a son, Joseph, who is his favorite child. He is given a coat of many colors by his parents to show that he is special. All of his brothers therefore hate him as they are jealous of the love and attention he is receiving. He grows up to be an obnoxious, spoiled boy who has never worked a day in his life. Joseph makes matters worse by telling his brothers his dreams of how he will rule over them someday. One day, his dad tells Joseph to go check on his brothers in the field. When they see him, they decide that they are done with all of his dreams and his benefits he got as a favorite child, so they decide to throw him in a pit, take his coat, smear some sheep blood on it, and report to his father that he was killed by wolves. A few years later, a slave owner sees Joseph and sells him. He works as a slave in Egypt, then a worker at the Pharaoh's home, and by mistake gets thrown in jail for many, many years. Joseph then tells the Pharaoh that he has a skill no one in the land had. He can interpret dreams and they become a reality. The Pharaoh then proceeds to explain his dream to Joseph, and Joseph tells him that in 7 years there will be a great famine in Egypt that will last 7 years. So he goes to tell the Pharaoh to ration food so they won't go hungry. He trusts Joseph, and he turns out to be correct. And since they listen to him, the people of Egypt have enough food to survive. Joseph is then given the role of second in command to Pharaoh after his heroic actions. By then, Joseph's mom has died, and the rest of his family has grown hungry on account of the famine. They come to Egypt for food, and Joseph recognizes them, but his brothers do not recognize him. Long story short, he reveals himself to his brothers, and they are shocked, scared, and hesitant to speak. But Joseph forgives them, for he had never been sold as a slave. He would have never gotten the opportunity to become Vitzar. He is then reunited with his father, and they all end up living with Joseph in his palace. I believe that this is very much like the journey of becoming a bat mitzvah, growing up from being an immature child to a grown, mature, responsible adult. Joseph had to work long and hard to become Pharaoh, just like I had. For the past 6 years, worked very hard to get the honor to become a bat mitzvah. Growing up, I always found the stories of the Torah fascinating, so I was super excited to start my own Torah portion. This process was way more difficult than I could ever imagine. I sacrificed my time, effort, and trips to the mall with my friends to hopefully have the best bat mitzvah ever. The lesson we can all learn from this is to treat others the way you want to be treated, and always believe in yourself and never give up hope.
We turn now to the reading of the Torah and invite you to turn to the parasha itself, to our Torah portion. It's in the other large blue book you have with you around you, our Torah commentary. If you look on page 246, you'll find the beginning of our Torah portion and can follow along there in the Hebrew or English as Olive shares the Torah with us. One other thing, in just a moment, we're going to invite those up who have never actually been up close to a Torah before, who might want to take a look at it. Are there people here who have never been up close to a Torah before that want to take a look? Cool. All right. Special tour for you. Just in a little bit. Just wanted to let you know that that's going to happen. For our first aliyah, to bless the Torah, we'd like to invite to join us on the bima Eva Danesh, Noah Danesh, and Jonah Danesh.
Baruchu et Adonai Hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai Habarach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim. V'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten ha'Torah.
Amen.
Vayeshev Yaakov be'eretz migurei aviv be'eretz Canaan. Eile toldot Yaakov Yosef ben Sheva Esrei Shana haya ro'eh et echav batzon vehu nar et bnei Bilha ve'et bnei Zilpa neshei aviv Vayave Yosef et dibar tamra'a el avihem. Vayisrael echav et Yosef mikol banav kiven zikunim hu lo ve'asa lo ketonet pasim.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher natan lanu Torat emet v'chayei olam nata betochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten ha'Torah.
Amen.
Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. You're going to stand right next to the cantor over there. Shabbat shalom. Right here. And for our second aliyah, to bless the Torah, Hajir and Ida.
Baruchu et Adonai Hamavarach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch atah Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim. V'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten ha'Torah.
Amen. Vayeru echav ki oto echav avihem mikol echav vayisneu et oto velo yachlu dabro leshalom vayahalom Yosef chalom hazeh vaged le'echav vayosifu od seno oto vayomer alehem shim'una hachalom hazeh asher chalamti.
All right, we'll do it together.
Okay.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher natan lanu Torat emet v'chayei olam nata betochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten ha'Torah. While we have the Torah before us, we'd like to offer a blessing for a prayer for those suffering illness of body or mind or spirit, those in need of a prayer of healing, of a refuah shlema. As we join together in these words, which you'll find on the inside of the pamphlet that you have as you entered the sanctuary, this Shabbat Shalom pamphlet. It's on the inside on the top right-hand side. As we prepare to join together in this prayer for healing, I know there are many of you I know who are holding those in your heart who are in need of this prayer of healing. And I'd like to invite you, if you would like, to call out their names before we join together, to call out their names as I look your way.
Rabbi Morley Feinstein, Cantor Jody Schechtman, Sandy Levy, Aaron Glazer.
מי שברך אבותינו אברהם יצחק ויעקב שרה רבקה רחל ולאה הוא יברך וירפא את החולים
So I'd now like to invite up anybody who wants to, hasn't been up close to a Torah before. Change your mind. Anyone else like to come up and see the Torah? Please, come. Come on up. All right. Stay right here. Stay right here. I'm going to tell you a little bit about Torah. Just welcome. Come right up here so you can see. I'm going to have to hold you up. Yeah. Lift you up so you're here. Come. I'll stand in front here so you can see. So the Torah is an organic document. The Torah is always made from, everything a Torah is made from has to come from God's creation. So we have the wood from a tree, the parchment that is written on, not paper, but parchment that comes from the skin of a kosher animal, and the inks, which are a mixture of elements all found in nature to make this ink, including some honey, actually, to make it stick onto the parchment. Torah, if you look here closely, you'll see a bunch of Hebrew letters, of course, but there are some things missing there. If you look carefully, you'll see there's no punctuation. There's no periods, no commas, semicolons, anything like that. And the other thing that's missing is some other marks you might have seen in the prayer book are vowels. There are no vowels. So imagine having a book in English that has no punctuation and no vowels, just consonants all put together. Do you think you could read it? Actually, I think you probably could if it was like Harry Potter or something, something that you've read, that you're used to the language. You could probably look at it and go, oh, I know what that is. But you would probably run across words that you might not know exactly what they were. You would have to think about them. How would you know what words they might be? Because you might run across, for instance, STR, which could be star or story or store or stare, lots of different things. How would you know what word it was? You what? Exactly. By the context, by the words around it is how you would know. But even sometimes with the context, it could be one word or another word, and whatever word you choose might change the meaning of the sentence. You can also change the meaning by putting a period or a comma in a different place in the sentence. So it's a very tricky business to read Torah, to understand exactly what it says in the story that it's trying to tell us. And there's lots of ways sometimes to interpret it and understand its varied meanings. So the studying of Torah is really a lifelong endeavor. It's something you can do for your entire life, something that Olive has just begun which is learning how to read this, which has taken some time just to learn to read the text that she has read for us today. And it is a study that goes on for our entire lives. So thank you for coming up. And you will be doing that soon, I imagine.
30 years.
30 years? 13. So thank you for coming up and sharing a little bit as you guys make your way back to your seats. Thank you very much. We're going to invite Olive back up to join us for her official aliyah. Invite Shoshana bat Binyamin Vatova to join us for her aliyah. Come stand.
Baruch et Adonai Hambarach.
Baruch Adonai Hambarach Elam
Ba'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher ba'achar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten ha'Torah. Amen. והנה אנחנו מעלמים עלומים בתוך השדה והנה קמה אלומתי וגם ניצבה והנה תסובנה לאלמותיכם ותשתחוונה לאמתי. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torat emet v'chayei olam nota betochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Back in your prayer books on page 252, we now lift the Torah in order to share it with all of you. Azir is going to lift the Torah for us, and we're going to invite Tudi and Amir to come forward to redress the Torah. So you're going to just grab each side and kind of... Okay. You have to grab it up here. Just bend your leg. You're going to have to lift it up. Lift the hands up. I'm going to try to open it up a little bit. And just lift it over your head a little bit. Let's turn it around this way where we can see. Api Adonai Beyad Moshe. La 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 Please be seated. Before we return the Torah to the Ark, we'd like to invite up Michelle Horvitz, a member of our Board of Trustees, who has some presentations to make to Olive.
So, Miss Olive, on behalf of University Synagogue, its officers and trustees, I am delighted to present you with this certificate of becoming a bat mitzvah. Our congregation is so proud of you today, and I'm so happy to represent the synagogue and the entire Temple family. We hope there are many years of synagogue involvement and the study ahead for you, and that you will continue to learn and grow in your Jewish commitment in our Tichon program on Tuesday nights, the Madrahim program in our religious school, and the youth group Unity. In addition, I'm also honored to give you a $250 gift certificate towards a trip to Israel from the North American Federation of Temple Youth. May you travel to Israel and connect with the birthplace of the Hebrew and the home of the prophets. May you go and see the beauty and excitement that the land and state of Israel has to offer. Also, here's a beautiful book about Israel from the Jewish Federation. Mazel tov and congratulations.
So just hang on to those for a little bit.
Oh, God. We're going to bring her closer to you.
Yeah, we're going to get her down there in just a minute. So, if you'll turn in your prayer books, though, right now to page 256, we are going to return the Torah to the Ark. As we do, we'd like to invite Jaleh and Dr. Saeed Sayat to come forward to open the Ark for us. And we're going to ask that you once again please rise.
I don't know what it will feel like to be close to God, but today I'm hoping to find out. This is an experience that only happens once, and I'm both intrigued and excited to become a bar mitzvah. Today I become an adult, so I can no longer use the excuse, I'm just a kid, or I didn't know any better. Instead, I have to learn to take responsibility for my actions as a Jewish adult, and as a Jewish adult, my goals are to be trustworthy, giving, understanding, and welcoming. This whole journey from learning the Hebrew alphabet to reading the Torah has been one of the most challenging, exhilarating, and happiest 6 months of my life. I hope by standing here on the bima, I've established a connection to God and made my parents proud. I have proved that I can overcome any challenge I might face moving forward. Becoming a bat mitzvah today makes me proud of myself. Finally, I'd like to thank all the people who helped make today possible. Cantor Shapiro for teaching me Torah and pushing me to do my best in her amazing singing. Susan for teaching me all my prayers. Zevi for helping me create a personal prayer. Rabbi Lutz for helping me prepare. Mom and Papa for being the best support system I could ever ask for. And everyone who came here this morning on my special day.
It's Chaim Hila Machazikimba V'tomecha Meushar Dracheha Darchenom V'chol Netivoteha Shalom Hashivenu
be seated. All right. So, how are you feeling?
Good.
Good. You should be feeling great. You should be really proud of yourself. We are really proud of you for what you have done. You know, I think besides the cantor and some of the professional Susan and some of the other professional staff, I'm pretty sure that you were like about the first person I met at University Synagogue, actually. Because I walked into the office my first day here, and you were there studying, and I met you, and I am so delighted to have been part of this journey. You know, I mentioned that we are, as all of you know, today's the first day of winter, the darkest time of the year, and the time when we celebrate Hanukkah, the Festival of Lights. And how appropriate, Olive, I think, that your bat mitzvah is at this time. Because you are like a light. You shine with such brightness and energy. And I think it was the first thing I noticed about you. I kind of went like, wow. What a great, you just make everybody smile around you. And you have such a great sense of who you are and what you can do. And that's so wonderful to see. You took on the challenge of becoming a bat mitzvah, and you've led us beautifully in worship, and you've done it with your own sense of who you are and your own spirit and energy, and that has been wonderful to participate in and wonderful to see. And I am delighted to know that you will carry that on and share that in our Tichon program, and maybe hopefully go to Israel. You have the opportunity to go to Israel next year in 8th grade with the community program that of 8th graders that go, which we hope you'll participate in. And I know you will be continue to grow and become a leader in our community in so many ways. So I'm very proud of you. I really believe that light that shines so brightly from you has to do with a sense of God's presence in our lives, and particularly within us, that guides us and supports us and blesses us and helps us to make this amazing journey through life. And so as you now really take the first steps in that adult journey and begin to learn what it means to be an adult member, not only of the Jewish community, but of the world, because we need people like you who are going to help and support and help to heal all the things that need help and support and healing in our world. We're going to ask for God's blessing upon you, that God may continue to be a source of support and inspiration, a source of light and love and blessing in your life. As we do so, we're going to go in front of the open ark, where the cantor is going to share a few private words with you, and then we will join together in God's blessing for you. And as we approach the ark, we'll ask you all to once again please rise. May God bless you all and always watch over you.
יאר אדוני פניו אליך וחונך.
And may the light of God's divine presence continue to shine on you, to bless you, and to grace your journey through life. May God's face be lifted towards you always, blessing you with the greatest of God's gifts, the gift of shalom, the gift of wholeness and of peace.
וישם לך שלום, שלום, שלום.
If you remain standing and turn to page 282 in your prayer book, we will join together there in the Aleinu.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצא בראשית, שלא עשינו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
If you remain standing and turn in your prayer book to page 294. We turn to words of remembrance, words with which we bless the memory of those whose shoulders we stand upon. Words that remind us that the best way we can bless and honor the memory of those that we hold dear in our hearts is by living our own lives to the fullest, to sanctifying our own lives. As we each hold in our hearts the names of those who are beloved to us, we remember especially one who was so important to Olive and to her family, Sharuz, Nahorai. We say of all of our loved ones, Zichronam Livracha, may their memory be always a source of blessing. And we join together. Yit Kadal, Yit Kadash, Shemei Rabbah, Be'alma Divra, Chirutei V'amlich Malchutei, V'chayechon V'yomechon, V'chayei Dechol Beit Yisrael, V'agalau V'zman Kari V'imru, Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mevorach Le'olam U'almei Almaya, Yitbarach V'yishtabach V'yitpa'ar V'yitromam V'yitnaseh, V'yithadar V'yit'aleh V'yit'alal Shmei D'kudsha B'reichu, Le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiram be'alma v'imru Amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shamaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru Amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn and comfort to all the bereaved among us. And we say, Amen. Please be seated. We are going to come down to you right now. Grandpa, anybody want to come join? We're going to come down and for Kiddush and Motzi. Hang on. It's coming. First,
Just the one-liner.
With the fruit of the vine, we give thanks for all of the sweetness and the blessings that you have showered upon us all of this morning, and which in a moment are about to be showered back onto you. So let's join together.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam.
Peri agafen. Take a drink of that. And we'll get that out of the way of your white turnips. Okay.
Here, you need this.
And with challah, as we share the challah, we're reminded to always share our blessings with those whose lives we touch. So we'll all touch the challah and join together. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam
Hamotzi lechem min haaretz.
Amen. And Olive, we're going to wish you all the sweetness in life as you are showered with all of that sweetness. Mazel tov. Shabbat shalom, everyone. Mazel tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, mazel tov. Thank you.
Shabbat shalom, everyone.
Shabbat shalom. Congratulations. You're welcome. Good job. You did beautifully, beautifully. Congratulations.